Dr. Nate. Thank you for meeting with me today.
No problem. Glad to be here.
To start...
Sorry, it's a scientist thing.
All right then. Well, to start off, I'm going to ask a few simple questions.
Go right ahead.
What made you want to start learning and exploring the field of transgenic animals?
I'd have to say, when I was a child, my father was a scientist, and we would learn about animals and their natural contributions to society and routines. We'd also learn about scientists like Stanley Cohen, Herbert Boyer, and Rudolf Janisch.
Rudolf Janisch, according to your book, which was phenomenal by the way, he created the first transgenic animal.
Yes, the mouse in 1973.
What other kinds of animals are put to testing?
Many others. Fish, sheep, even cows.
Cows?
Yes, the first one was Rosie. She was injected with alpha-lactalbumin.
Alpha-lactalbumin? What did that do for the cow?
Well, with the gene, the cow could produce human-safe milk that was used for infants and elders that have special needs.
And Dr. Nini, exactly how do scientists transfer one gene to the other organism? And she will answer that question right after this commercial break.
Mom!
Yes, dear.
I'm so mad! I gotta learn all this stuff about transgenic animals. I'm just gonna drop school.
Here, sweetie, eat a Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry.
Why?
Better?
Better.
Here, Tommy, here's a present.
Wow, thanks. It's the book I've always wanted. Transgenic Animals by Transgenic. There's so many cool facts in here. Other transgenic animals are produced as disease models. For example, Harvard scientists made a major scientific breakthrough when they received a U.S. patent for a generally engineered mouse called Oncomouse, or the Harvard mouse, carrying a gene that promotes the most development of various human cancers. Wow. Get your own book at your local bookstore, Transgenic Animals. How funny those commercials were.
And we're back. So, doctor, like I said before, how do scientists take a gene from one organism and completely transfer it to different species?
Gene transfer is by microinjection, which is the dominant way to produce transgenic animals. Transgenic animals are also mated to ensure their offspring has the right transgenes in their DNA.
Interesting. So, you being an expert on this field, do you think it's an advantage or a disadvantage to our society?
Well, it has pros and cons. Some advantages are it increases growth rate, improves disease resistance, and improves nutritional quality. Disadvantages are things such as breeding problems, low survival rate, and sometimes functional disorders.
So, all in all, this whole concept is kind of like Jurassic Park.
That's a perfect example.
Well, doctor, thanks for meeting me today.
You too.
To wrap it up, transgenic animals, or genetically modified organisms, help with our industry, agriculture, medicine, and scientific research to help make goods. Genetic modification involves the mutation, insertion, or deletion of genes. Let's take a look at this mouse. This mouse, just like many other animals, is transgenic. It was crossed and is now glow in the dark.
Nice. Now let's take a look at these fish. These two fish were microinjected to cross the genes and produce an offspring of a transgenic fish offspring.
Next up, we have sheep. As you can see in this photo, the genes and the DNA were crossed from the two different sheep, creating another offspring. Continuing on, we have the pig. As you can see in this example, the pig was injected with different pig embryos, causing the offspring to carry different pork.
Up next, we have the next transgenic animal called Rosie the cow. That is not Rosie. Neither is that one. Wrong Rosie. Okay, now here's the real Rosie. And this is how the cow in her was transgenically transformed. First, she had her DNA and alpha-lactobium combined, and it created the new milk for her to produce for special needs in the elderly. In conclusion, our project was about transgenic animals. Transgenic animals have been around for longer than expected. It has been since 12,000 BC. By selectively breeding, Richard Palmer and Ralph L. Brinster developed the techniques responsible for transgenic mice, rabbits, rats, sheep, and pigs in the early 1980s. The first transgenic animal was produced by injecting DNA into the mouse embryos, then implanting the embryos in the female mice. All these transgenic animals, but really the first organisms to be modified in a laboratory was bacteria. They are used for several purposes, mainly to produce pure human proteins used for use in medicine. May the force be biologic!